I feel like you need to see the intro to this game fully because it's just weird. You cut out right into the face of this person just bobbing in the water. Welcome to KEYRIN Loves You. It's a game that, again, was made by the creators of Three Verses, a narrative writing typing game, which I thought was fantastic. I really enjoyed exploring it. It was a great take on merging these two ideas, a typing game, as well as just a normal RPG style, and making you actually go through and figure things out and understand what the world wants from you, precisely, instead of just relying on preset options. It's a very cool concept. I have no clue what to expect from this one, though. I have absolutely no clue. But if anything, I think the intro is a good look at why I wanted to play this game. Just seeing this image alone makes you go, what is this? Who is KEYRIN? Why did they love me? Why is there a face in the water? Why does it bob so much? Wow. Wow, this is exactly... Oh, hey. It's the same typing thing. It even has like a battery icon. Wait, why is there a battery icon? Oh, is this notes? This might be notes. Maybe I shouldn't waste all of my notes. How do you... Oh yeah, this is exactly like the old school dungeon crawlers. What's interesting is that I really like this type of gameplay style, and maybe I should have saved it for when we also played Lunacid Tears of the Moon. Because this game feels a lot like that game, because they both take on aspects of gameplay from that same time and place in history, right? I really enjoy old school dungeon crawlers, even if they're very clunky to play. There's something appealing about them, especially from a narrative perspective, where, you know, because you're limited to your perspective, it's sort of like a progenitor first-person adventure exploration game, but even more exploratory because of how limited you can move. You're not just trying to go in as quickly as you can. You're really forced to examine your details in order to succeed. What is this? To unlock the door, you need the key. We have 2 pieces. Our friend has the third, but we can't find her. Press tab and write this down. First line. Shoot the breeze. Okay, this is a weird gameplay mechanic, but absolutely fitting for what, again, Three Verses was, which was a masterpiece. Second line. Roll the dice. How do I go to the second line? How do I go to the second line? You have to like manually space it out. Okay. Roll the dice. Shoot the breeze. Roll the dice. Shoot the shit. Wait, shoot the shit, cup and balls? Shoot the breeze, roll the dice, shoot the shit, cup and balls. What? There's so many different ways to interpret that phrase. I don't know what to expect. Where am I going? Why does the screen get so bright sometimes? And again, what's crazy is that this was made for, I think, a game jam. I'm pretty sure I found this from the LSD jam. So, to know that this was made in a very limited time frame too, very impressive. Hello? Oh, I guess you need this. Sure thing. Make sure you remember. Third line. A life worth running from. What? A life worth running from. Wait. Shoot the breeze, roll the dice. A life worth running from. Oh, and then the keys are the words themselves. And so maybe this is all a tutorial for me to learn how to use these things together in tandem, and how to use the typing mechanic to do stuff like open this. So you have found the key. What is the first line? Shoot the breeze. What is the second line? Roll the dice. What is the third line? A life worth running from. That's a cool way of doing it. Now, how does this play into the rest of the game? Okay, hello. Is that integrated into the music? Listen closely. Wow, wait, the music is a banger. Oh my god. This is a very strange experience, but I really like what they're doing here, right? They already had glimpses of this, I think, within Three Verses. And they had the gameplay set up very, very it felt like it was very finely tuned and like nailed down. But this feels like it's taken to the next level almost. Let me guess. You're on strike too. No, I don't know where I am. But what do you mean you're on strike? The supervisor is focused. Well, if you're focused, then you're not on strike, are you? Should I have deleted all of those? The worker is focused. On what? On playing hacky sack? The worker is focused. I guess if you're down here in the mines, what else are you going to do? But also, I would never smoke in the mine because you don't know what poisonous gases are going to implode on you. That old dude, is he with us? He was. Last job, drilled right into a main. Oh, why is he still here? God's got soft hands. God's got soft hands. Holy shit, that's a good line. God's got soft hands. That's a good line. Only twists off heads that ain't on straight already. That's a really good line. Wow. Fuck's that mean? You're an idiot. You're an idiot if you don't get it. CeeLo. CeeLo? Famed artist CeeLo? CeeLo Green. Famed artist CeeLo Green? Pay up? What are these, joke dice? They're your dice, man. Shut up and roll. Shut up and roll. Roll the dice. Can I say roll the dice? Roll the... No? Hello? Yes, it's sunk into the tunnel. It's hot as hell. No, they're on strike. Pipeline? Next to the hot spring. What? Wait a minute. Did the words that we entered this place with, were they a premonition of what we're going to do? What was the first one again? I forget the first one. Shoot the breeze. First one was shoot the breeze. Second one was roll the dice. Third one was a life worth running from. So what are we going to run from? Supervisor is assessing the damage. Sure. How about you? He doesn't acknowledge you. Well, it appears that his shovel is stuck. But his efforts to free it seem half-hearted, almost rehearsed. Affixed to his head is a mask fastened backwards. A blindfold? The enfeebled man does not seem to notice you when his mask speaks to you. I am heard only by the true listener. What? Whose task consists in short of three things. Listen, discern, relay. Is that important? The man's mask turns its gaze to you. Should the listener lose their way, they may return to me. So you are the hint guide. What a weird looking game. Aren't those the prattling... Isn't that prattling Pate from, whatchamacallit? Elden Ring? I've been playing a lot of Nightrun. I haven't seen you before. I see you're not wearing your hard hat. Nice, man. I like your style. Yeah. OSHA be damned. It's all about the style down there, okay? See, some people don't know how to make the best out of a bad situation. But you and me, we came down here for a reason. You know what that is? I don't know, roll the dice? Nah, man, but I like the way you think. I can tell you're on the level. People have told me I'm perceptional in that way. Perceptional? You understand. What? I can see it in your eyes. You're here for true liberation. Every day in this town, 100,000 tons of hot spring water frees itself from the earth. One day, you probably got fed up with telling that water what to do. What? No, man, I don't even know where I am. What are you talking about? The water flows when the water flows. The water flows where it wants to. The water goes where it goes. I don't have control over that. I don't make the dam. And maybe that day you were just on the excavator, tearing up the earth in search of new water to exploit. But just as your crew got about 200 meters deep, the steam started to speak to you. It probably said, I want to go this way. Yes. Pointing somewhere you couldn't see, but that your heart just knew. So that day, instead of listening to the boss, you led your crew the wrong way, right into the sewer underpass. Oh, okay, he's going to admit to a crime. Where you knew Gaia intended this water to be all along. Gaia. And you got away with it, man, which is so cool. What? So now you're down here to enjoy the splendor of the fundamental element that you've liberated. What? Okay, Gaia, fundamental elements. What? Liberation. Perceptional. I feel like I've entered some advanced language class. Like, I thought I knew English, but I don't know anymore. I don't think I know English the way that I thought I knew. Also, there's a weird crackling noise, and I can't figure out what that is. This used to be a proper sewer. Too loud nowadays. I miss the shit water. I miss the shit water. I like this game. This game hits you with highbrow, highbrow elitist language, using words like perceptional and Gaia and the fundamental element. Then it hits you with the hoi polloi. I miss the shit water. This is something for everyone. You just gotta find your audience, right? My audience, unfortunately, is with the shit eaters. I'm a shit eater. I miss the shit water. I don't want to be a shit eater. I want to be like I want to be an intellectual. What are you doing? I thought he was looking forward. Like I thought he was looking towards the blue bin and leaning backwards to grab things from the floor to throw it in. I was thinking to myself, this is such a strange game. It still is strange, but like that, it's not that strange anymore. This thing's a little stuck here. What? I can talk to this? Guess I've got to go around. I can go this way, which is, what the hell is this? Blood? Water. I swear I've seen this symbol before. Wait, this is the Run the Jewels album cover, which is, I think, based on a real piece of art. This is the Run the Jewels album cover, which I think is also based on a real piece of art, but for some reason my mind goes to Run the Jewels. What an ornate door. It wants something. How do I type things? How do I like say things? I wish to give it something. It needs blood. That ladder goes so quickly. It's very disorienting. Hello. She's too concentrated to notice you. Wait. Oh, dude, that's disgusting. You're collecting shit money? That's nasty, man. I don't think I would be able to do that for any amount of money. Another rice fish. No. Oh, dude, don't catch fish inside the sewer. That's disgusting. Rice fish. Rice fish. That idiot over there is just collecting cans. I'll catch every fish before she gets a single one. Collecting cans. Rice fish. Oh, maybe that's what the answer to the guy should have been, is that I'm here to collect cans. Could you tell her that for me? She just acts like she can't hear me. Tell her, I will catch every fish. This little notepad thing is such a good idea. Hello? This person over here wanted to let you know that he's gonna beat you. I saw you talking to her. She let a fish swallow our key, you know. What did she say? I will catch every fish. Ha! Oh, that's rich. We only need the big fish. A peacock bass with her key in its stomach. The key is magnetic. Ipso facto, what does she think I'm doing over here? Anyways, collecting cans. Dumbass. That rod was made to gather rice fish. Oh, gather rice fish. Okay. The big fish won't even bat an eye at one of those. So, wait, what? So, you need to gather rice fish. She'd be better off using canned fish. Okay, wait. So this thing is here to gather rice fish. She'd be better off using canned fish. Using canned fish. What a weird way of getting objective hints. But it works. It works really well. You know what? Tell her something for me. I will catch the big fish. Okay? I will catch the big fish. Wait, should I tell you about the thing? You two sure were chatty. It was my mistake. I want to solve it. What does she think I'm doing all this for? I will catch the big fish. She wouldn't say that. What? What does she think that you're doing all this for? To gather rice fish. Ugh, she's so stubborn. There's no way her magnet is strong enough. And this is a perfectly good fishing tool. How are we gonna catch this thing? Using canned fish. Now she's just making fun of me. What did she say to my message? What was the other line? There was another line about me telling her that she's wrong. Right? There was another line where she was like, that rod is to gather rice fish. Oh, but it's only to gather rice fish. Okay, what did she say to a message? I will catch the big fish. This is hopeless. I have to talk to her. What? Wait, no, I want to be your messenger, please. They speak at each other, each hearing only their own words. Beautiful. Your throat swells as a poem forms, composed only of the words they called upon you to relay. What is the first line? What? Oh shit, I don't remember. To catch... I will catch the rice fish. Wait, a poem. I will catch the rice fish using canned fish. I will catch... Wait, I will catch the rice fish to gather rice fish. I will catch the big fish using canned fish. I will catch the rice fish. Huh? What do you mean? I don't know. What do you mean? You hear them rehashing their argument. I will catch every fish. Don't you ever listen? It beats collecting cans or whatever you're doing. With a fishing rod designed to gather rice fish, you're better off using canned fish at that point. I will catch the big fish. Right. I will catch every fish. I will... I forgot the second line. I have no memory. I will catch every fish. To gather rice fish. They're going in circles, endlessly repeating their arguments. Maybe you ought to write down the important information. I'm an idiot, okay? I have no good memory. I will catch every fish. Collecting cans. Catch every fish. Collecting cans. With a fishing rod to gather rice fish. Using canned fish. I kind of wish you could try and figure out the construction yourself, but I get why they added the hint for people like me, right? Because it's very easy for you to lose the words that you used before. I wish there was a bit of a history thing. And I wish there was a way to look back on it. But I can see how you can come to this construction. I will catch every fish. Gathered collecting cans. Well, except for the collecting cans line. I don't really know how that works. I will catch the big fish. Okay, I'll remember that. Okay, I will catch every fish. Collecting cans. To gather rice fish. Using canned fish. I will catch the big fish. What is the poem? I will catch every fish, collecting cans to gather rice fish, using canned fish. I will catch the big fish. I don't get poetry. I will catch every fish, collecting cans to gather rice fish, using canned fish. I will catch the big fish. Catch every fish. What is... University of Toronto, what is poetry? Poetry and songwriting. This 12-week advanced poetry workshop. This 12-week advanced poetry workshop will help you learn poetry. Online mentor. Available for all genres, this email-based course will help writers who require feedback on artistic craftsmanship and who need guidance on shaping and polishing a manuscript in progress. Students may register. I'm not a student. Poetry 2? Wait, there's a Poetry 1 and 2. Poetry 1, if you want to earn a certificate in creative writing. Poetry 2, this is the second step. But Poetry 3 is songwriting. What? Wait, you have to do songwriting before you go into Poetry 3? What? This is the third Poetry Masterclass after 3 classes? That's it? Okay, and then you do spoken word after? Making and remaking. Crisis, concept, object and shadow reading. Making and remaking contemporary poetry. Work with Griffin Prize winners Ken Babstock and Karen Soley in a graduate level poetry course that aims to... Jesus, I don't know, what is poetry? 1687, poetry, introduction. No, I need like a real... What is poetry? How to understand poetry? Here we go. Okay, well, first result is a Reddit thread that says, I don't understand poetry. What do I do and where do I start? Buddy, you're asking my question, okay? You don't have the answer for me. Don't show up in my search results. If I Google how to understand poetry. I don't want the question rephrased to me through the mouth of somebody else. I want the answer to my problems. Masterclass.com. How to analyze poetry. 10 steps. What is poetry analysis? 5 things to consider. What is the theme, the language, the sound, and the rhythm? I hear a rhythm to it very easily. I will catch every fish, collecting cans. To gather rice fish, using canned fish. I will catch the big fish. But I don't get anything else. I get the theme, it's just to catch fish, but is that all you need for poetry? Maybe I don't get poetry. Upon hearing your words, a revelation washes over them. Whoa. Oh, they're working together now. Oh. They're working together. We've changed their fate. I like the Zelda-esque tune to this too. I like this montage. What? She's spearfishing with the magnet? You caught translation patch. What? They spearfished with a magnet. The fish jumped up to eat the canned fish. Everything about this game's visuals is such a trip. The eco-terrorist. The eco-terrorist is meditating. Okay, I'm sorry. The eco-terrorist. Oh, maybe the answer to him would have been terrorism. Are you guys dead? I gotta take a break. Catch my breath. Hey, your hands are looking a little too soft. What? About time you start pulling your weight, yeah? Oh, I thought that was like I thought that was like a thing about hold hands. That this is a translation patch. In the room behind you, there should be a program running. What? It's hard to explain. We think our friend wrote that program. What? This is the source. The green-haired key fairy in it is a character we all came up with. What? We called ourselves the Dojin Triangle. I don't understand. This is like half shitpost, half reality. A Dojin circle, a Dojin triangle. Okay, Dojin circle, Dojin triangle. And the Dojin circle is like an indie creator of stuff. This is a masterpiece. KEYRIN disappeared. KEYRIN Loves You disappeared after we had some. Wait a minute. KEYRIN spelled K-I-R-I-N. The game is called K-E-Y-R-I-N because KEYRIN is the key. Disappeared after we had some creative disagreements. We haven't seen her since, but because KEYRIN is the key. And then one day, out of the blue, we see our character on the news. Sealed sewer tunnel, catacomb unearthed. Cryptic dice game discovered. The dice game that they're playing? The workers upstairs? We're cosplayers! We're cosplayers. So blending in with the construction crew was trivial. This has to be a riff on We're Costco Guys, right? This has to be a riff on the Costco Guys thing where they go, we're Costco Guys. Of course we eat chicken bake every day. But the program was written in Japanese. Oh, which is why they needed the translation patch. Oh. And that's why they're not a Dojin circle. That's why they're a Dojin triangle. Because they're weeaboos pretending to be from Japan. But they're actually in some weird, North American nation. Genius. You get the picture. The program is connected to the odd shrine door up that ladder and to the left. Please find their friend. Tell her, we love you, Kagi. We love you, Kagi. I'm gonna tell her we love you, KEYRIN, though. That's the nickname we gave her. She'll know it's us. When you find her, say we love you, Kagi. Okay, I'll find your friend. So up the ladder. Oh wait, So there's a room up. So there's 2 doors. They said this was this was one place, one ornate door. No, but this isn't the place that I can go to yet. They said up the ladder was this door for something else. I really should have paid more attention. I don't know why, but my brain today is it's not good. It's not particularly wrinkly, which is sort of bad for the point of this game. The point of this game is you need a wrinkly brain. Is that a body pillow? That's a body pillow. That's a body pillow of a scantily clad anime girl This is a masterpiece. I also didn't really mention it before, but the visual style of this game is very fascinating. It reminds me of the old school days, back when, you know, graphics weren't that good. And so they tried their best to give as many details as they could. But this feels like an evolution of that, where they have the space to add the details, and you see it. But because the details are muddied, it gives the impression of the thing. It's a very interesting way of doing it, where the quality is just enough where you get the impression of what it is, but not so high quality that it looks out of place. Like, I know that these are Asahi beer containers. Kilo. This is a nice poster. That's a very nice poster. An old computer. Insert disc? No. Comfy bed. Very comfy bed. Is that a Hitachi magic wand? That's a Hitachi magic wand just laying off the side. Like, at least leave it on the bed when you're done, so it doesn't, you know, get all messy. I can choose whether to be on top of her or on her ass. That's amazing. Who needs 3 monitors? I feel personally attacked. There's a game running, but it's in a language you can't understand. Yes. We now have the translation patch. Cool. Play Kilo? Yes. Anagram Keygen X. A-N-gram Keygen X. Type start to begin. Negotiation by Kilo. Hi! Nice to meet you. I'm KEYRIN, fairy of the CeeLo dice game. CeeLo Green dice game. You can call me Rin-chan. Is CeeLo a real game? CeeLo. Every time I search CeeLo, I get CeeLo Green. Fuck you. Oh, it is a dice game. CeeLo Dice. Wow. CeeLo is a gambling game played with 6-sided dice. The name is derived from the Chinese name for the game, which is literally the numerical sequence 456, although many variations exist. What? So the whole game, 3 dice rolling 3, 3, 4, giving you a point value of 4. You just roll the dice and you get points? That seems like the worst game ever, but also, that's what most roguelike games end up being like anyways. Most gambling games. I'm being rude, aren't I? I haven't asked your name yet. What should I call you? KEYRIN. Wait. What if I call myself Kagi? Oh, what a beautiful name. Kag. You wouldn't want to play a game with me, would you? What's interesting is that line wasn't translated. One of the lines there wasn't translated. It was the line with my name in it. I wonder what that line was. I'm honored. You're so kind. You see, I made my own version of CeeLo. It's called Kilo. I designed it as a way to dispense dungeon keys. If you win, all the doors should open. How do I know that the translation is actually accurate? Pretty cool, right? I need a game tester. I really trust you. Okay, let's begin. I want to go back and eventually try and figure out what that thing means. So I can either type something like roll or unlock. So, or rules? How do I see rules? How do you see rules? How do you... Huh? Roll. Hit. I hit 1. Oh no, computer lost 1 HP. Okay, they hit me. Okay, so now I set... What? I had to beat 5? Okay, I hit them again. I think this is scripted for me to win. Okay, they rolled a 6. I don't think I'm going to hit. I missed. I hit. Oh. I lost HP. I don't get this... I don't get this game. Okay. Okay, they missed 3 rolls. This is scripted for me to win, okay? Amazing. I hear the door is opening. I only wish I could kiss you goodbye. Goodbye. Don't forget me. Bye, KEYRIN. What door is opening? It sounds like the shrine door is opened. What a weird game. I mean, just what a weird world in general. This whole game is just strange. But now we can go into the shrine, where the real KEYRIN is. Do you want to hear a joke? I knew that you were on your way to me, so you wondered. What's so funny about that? I don't know why I knew it. It just couldn't be otherwise. But why are you here? What have you come to tell me? We love you, KEYRIN. I know that this is not what you have come here to tell me. Have you forgotten? No, I do know. We love you. I just wanted to see what you would say to that other line, Kagi. I have another joke. I have died 2 deaths since I was called by this name. What? Before these 2, another one. What? It can be said then that I have lived 3 lives. You're making changing your Twitter handle sound a lot more intense than it really is, okay? We both know changing your Twitter handle is not you entering like a new life and throwing away your past life, alright? I changed my YouTube channel name. It's not like all of a sudden I'm a new person, yeah? I'm still the same old me, buddy. Of those 3, I regret 2. The first and last, those lived under the sign of solitude. Between those 2, I see now was one truly lived. The life seen through the eyes of another and another. The I dissolves within the union of the 3. One vision, 3 seers, under the sign of joy. Yes, I see now how joyous I should have been. But a life lived under that wretched sign is not so easily shed, least of all by averting one's eyes from its influence. Joy, without precedent, is recognized only after its first instance. Joy without precedent is recognized only after its first instance. But there's no build-up to it, and so you're not expecting it. And then when it hits you all of a sudden. For all I had gained, I still knew only withdrawal. I left that life to return to that which was familiar to my heart. I see now, this was not solitude, but self-exile. And no sooner did I long for joy once more. Look, my skin has turned to scales. My hands and feet to hooves. Isn't that... I mean, aren't you living the dream of most people out there? I walk along the water as freely as the earth. I can no longer deceive. Take a step forward, and you will see that it is no trick. I am almost to the punchline. What is the joke? Your friend is really fucking weird. Looks like they're napping pretty hard. Better not bother them until I found their friend. Oh, she's talking in her sleep. We love you, Kagi. We love you, Kagi. Kagi, we love you so much. The grid movement is a little finicky. Sometimes you can get stuck inside of a wall. What have you come to oh, shoot, sorry. We love you, Kagi. I have another joke. I died. Okay, solitude. Sorry. I didn't know that you would reset your alliance. I suspect that my friends from this joyous life brought you to me, yes. I cannot face them the way I am now. Before my last passing, this is what I wanted. I hoped my game would get their attention somehow. But I grew impatient and unsure of myself. I prayed that I could become more like KEYRIN. But without my friends, I always spoke too quietly. Wait a minute. Her friends are cosplayers. She hopes to become more like KEYRIN. She's just cosplaying right now. She's not actually like, transformed or anything. There is no real magic here. She's just cosplaying, I think. KEYRIN sounds an awful lot like KEYRIN, huh? I wear this mask because I cannot let go of what I once was. But I must let go if I'm to be among them again. Bring them this. Tell them 3 signs of my life, what I have become in this final death. And most importantly, KEYRIN loves you. What a strange experience. Again, all of this seems to be tied into the 3 verses thing, right? And I always thought that 3 verses was a fantastic take on what you could do with a typing narrative game. And this sort of shows the ability, the capabilities of such a game, right? There's so much freedom in how you can take your understanding of the world in a way that normal RPGs don't necessarily have. Obviously, the capitalized words make it a little bit easier, but there's, I think just because of the, I think it's just because of the fact that it was a game jam thing that they couldn't get too crazy with it and force you to do sort of the figure it out yourself method of 3 verses. But if they can go a bit more back to that, all of a sudden this thing is a masterpiece. And the story is just weird, yet it works so well. It's a perfect type of story that works with this type of gameplay, because you need a story that is not mundane for this type of gameplay element. If it was super mundane, you could almost predict the next word that you could say. But here, it's like, you can't predict the eco-terrorist and the shit-eaters. You can't predict the body pillow in the room and then talking to KEYRIN and her shedding her mask to become someone new. What a fascinating take on a typing game. It's really, really good. I wonder if I can go and tell them about her 3 pieces of life. Like, could I go and tell her those things? Or maybe we'd wait for the full game. But either way, I'm excited to see what is next for this. This is a very weird, interesting word experience. And this is sort of the extreme version of the various word games, right? There's so many of them now that I'm sort of surprised that as a genre, it's like picking up. Because the only one that I remember from my childhood was Typing of the Dead. But now you've got things like Blood Typers. Now you've got things like, I mean, I've just recently learned about I think it was Grimm's Journey, or was it? No, it was called something else. It was a game about you going through an RPG typing things. And now you've got this. You have 3 verses. And you even have now wordplay, which is, I mean, that one's more of just a Scrabble game. But still, I like how people are starting to explore what it means to have a keyboard and what it means to play a game with a keyboard. And combine that with a very genuinely interesting setting. I can't wait for the full thing.